Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Astroneer. Well, I would like to do a little bit of experimentation today. I want to see how powerful the packagers are, see what we can pack up and move, because I would like to move base over to the gateway, see if we can power it up and see what it does once it is powered up. At that point then, I would like to, try to travel to another planet and power up a gateway on that planet as well. Move a landing pad next to it so that we could land there every time. And then power it up where maybe we can just zap from one place to another. The reason why I want to move base over to there is so that we can just be instantly attached to tethers or another oxygen supply. We don't have to wait or anything, so we don't just stand there and die of, asphyxiation while we're waiting to load in or anything. So that it's perfectly safe and all that. But yeah, so I'm going to make some packagers. I think there's some graphite right here, right? Yeah. So if we actually go into this and check it out, we'll see how powerful these are. We can't actually use that, okay. And see, we can't pick up the shelter as it is. If we throw a packager on there, will it package it up? No, it won't. Okay, so we can't move the shelter. This means that we're going to have to build an entirely different shelter over by the gateway. It's fine, though, because we can we can't move this landing pad here, but we can move this landing pad over to the gateway and use it as a launch pad for the large rocket or the small rocket or whatever. That's no problem, because if we move the small rocket off of here, why can't I move? I was sure we could move when we had that attached before. Okay, and we also need to attach these again. Okay, yeah, now we can collapse this, and then I ought to be able to pick this up and set it on things. I don't know if it will attach to the large trailer over here or not, but we'll figure it out. Since the packager doesn't work on the shelter, like I say, we'll just have to build another one. So, let's take a peek at what we need for this. Was that it at the very top? Yes. 2 plastic, 2 silicone. Okay. And we already have it unlocked, which is fine. We don't have to have a shelter over there, we just need a landing pad, so I may not move the entire base, since that's the case. And we'll just set up some platforms over there with some power generation, like we have over here. We'll make an oxygenator to put on it and all that. But we will want to be making a shelter for when we leave this planet to go to another planet. So, I've already forgotten what it was. Plastic and silicone, times 2. Oh, there's silicone. We need methane. We don't have access to methane here. So we need the Astropedia here. This is the hematite and lithium. Okay, this is the planet that we've been to already. We just need to put an atmospheric condenser there. So that's something we need to think about when we head back to that place. I guess I'm going to go gather up some materials then, and we'll start building over by the gateway and getting that set up. I'll take this launch pad over there. I'll probably take the large rocket over there. Strange that we can't walk with it anymore. That is very strange to me. But I can juggle it over there. It should be fine. So I will see you guys after a bit. Alright, we're headed over with our first load of goodies. It's not a full load, but it's the first few items that I figured were most important for setting up a base over here. Don't want to fall in that hole. Let's try to go around. And I'm going to actually take the battery off of this machine. We're going to have to fly back to the planet that has the battery in order to... Or I mean, that has the lithium in order to make more batteries. Because lithium for scrap as a trade is just way too expensive. So we've got a couple of platforms here. We have some medium storage, but we also have some solar and wind energy options on there, both. I brought over the landing pad so we could just land right next to the platform here if we want to. Let's drop it over here and actually flatten out. Nice. And so we'll bring the large shuttle over and sit it on top of there. So I think that we ought to be able to position these platforms in such a way that they would be close enough to the landing pad. We won't have to worry when we land about being too far away from oxygen. I also didn't think about already having the tether. Let's see, B is the other one. The tether line out here, network, whatever you want to call it. There we go. I did go ahead and make a small oxygen tank just because I thought it was pretty nice. It's going to be good to have and all that. Okay, so these are up here a bit willy-nilly. We're going to have power generation here connected up to this outlet, plug, whatever. Assuming that we're far enough away. We may need an interim plug there, because I think what I want to do is have one sort of platform for each of these. So I may need a smaller platform or two to bring over that I can plug into in between. But for right now, whoa. Let's get ahead of ourselves. Okay, saying no power. I'm not sure what this means, if this is the front, basically, but it's fine the way that it is. Alright, so let's take the turbines, solar. So we got 2 of each, right? Right? No, it looks like we have 3 wind. Which is okay. Get that unpacked. I have this guy unpacked here. Okay, it's already powered up. Whoa, lots of lag now. Now that the gateway is getting power. Has the game crashed? I feel like the game has crashed. It's definitely frozen at the very least. Okay, well here we are, loaded up and ready to head over to the gateway with the same resources that we had before. Thankfully it saves every time I get in my vehicle, so we are basically where we left off. Yeah, totally froze my entire computer. Had to restart my whole computer to get it to go. Couldn't Alt F4, couldn't Control Alt Delete, none of that stuff. So it was a horrible tragedy, and I'm very sad. I'm not going to worry about setting up the landing pad if this doesn't work in the first place. I looked up a couple of videos in the interim and decided to see if anybody else was having trouble. Wait. Oh, it was just sideways. Okay, good. And apparently there are other people who have unlocked these things. So maybe we wait to plug it in until after we have the power all hooked up. Maybe that's the answer. It appears that there's already wind going. Yeah, so we should see that happening right away. So we have full power in the battery. Once we plug this in, it should power up the gateway. We shouldn't have any problems. Okay, it's worked this time. So having the power plugged in before we plug in the gateway seems to be key, at least in my game. That's kind of sad, but at the same time, if it's necessary, it's necessary. Let's widen this out a little bit so that we have kind of a way around. I don't know if that solar generator is going to open or not. We may need another battery in order to have enough power, because I'm pretty sure that those purple lines in the middle are the power level. I could be wrong. They really don't seem to be rising though. And it's draining the battery all the way. Yeah, power levels have dropped. So we don't have enough production right now to keep it going. We do have more producers, I should say. So let's come up here and hook up some more. Yeah, wind generation is picking up at the moment. Okay, the solar power is working now. And it looks like the gateway is fully charged. Feels good, man. Look at it. Oh, the sound effects. Oh, ha 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 ha! What a letdown! Right at the last second. And it couldn't finish up because it ran out of wind power. So now if the wind starts blowing, we could see this charge up sometime. It's not going to happen while we're standing here, though. I say as it begins happening. I think the wind picked up a little, yeah. Okay. Alright, I can't help myself. We gotta go up there and look. Because this is epic. I really like this. Yeah, the battery's even charging right now with this amount of power generation. Oh! Oh, it's awesome! Look at it! Achievement unlocked, first step into a larger world. F to gaze. We don't have... Okay, is this still charging up? It looks like it is. So is this currently permanently powered then? I would like to think that it is. Okay, with that being said then, oh, I need to put down the landing pad. Oh, this is so cool. And we have to go back to the other planet anyway to get some more lithium for some batteries. And then we'll come back and see what we can do. Oh, I guess the best way to test it would be to unplug the platforms from the gateway. It's already unplugged. Okay. So for sure these are done and don't need to be connected. Okay, I'm going to set up this landing pad and then I will be back. Alright, so I figured instead of hunting around for graphite, we have the scrap, we might as well trade for it. So it looks like 1 to 2. It'll only let me load up 4 scrap, and we'll get 8 graphite from it. So that'll give us 8 packagers. That should be enough to package up the stuff that we need to take to the other planet and get that gateway powered up. This is pretty exciting in my book. And being able to use the large shuttle with the new reusable thruster is even more exciting. So definitely looking forward to this. Ah, it looks so cool from a distance too. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so just trying to remember what we had at the last place. We didn't have a landing pad, so that's something that we want to take with us for sure. So that we can set up a new landing zone and then move our resources to a different place. Okay, 2 ceramic and 1 aluminum. I don't think we can do that because I don't have any clay. Yeah, we have a full soil, so we should be able to get some clay. In fact, that's what I used the soil centrifuge for last time I used it. Alright, so I'm considering taking an atmospheric condenser as well. All of this depends on whether or not we have the room in the large shuttle. It's pretty key. So the landing pad we definitely want to take. Done. We want... Come on now. We want all of these things, minus the scrap metal here. And as a matter of fact, we want... take a battery, or do we need resources for a battery instead, I wonder? Because if we take a look and see, it's oh, I ought to know this. Zinc is the other thing we need. Yeah, zinc and lithium. So if we just take a zinc with us, we can make a battery there, because there's lithium. Okay, so this is going to take the place of most of the platforms that I was thinking about taking, but as we know, there is resin and compound there already, so making more platforms shouldn't be a problem. I am going to go get some more zinc, though, for the battery. So I could fit 2 zincs on here, and then we could fit however many resources of any other kind that we need onto the... Oh, come on now. Onto the other medium storage. I'm still curious to know if I could fit a couple of large storages in there, or medium storage. No, yeah, large storage. Which would give us room for 2 each of these on each side. We'll see. Whenever we go to a brand new planet, I'll get that together and see if it works out for us. Okay, so landing pad, atmospheric condenser. Sorry about the weirdness with the screen. Alright, so we have 1 ceramic and 1 aluminum available. We can get an oxygenator going, which means that when we do have a base near the other gateway, we'll be able to breathe once we get there, which is pretty key. You know, I could package up the tractor and take it with us, I think. Because it may package up into a small box. It can. And it is a small box. Amazing. Which means we could also package up a couple of trailers to help us move these items once we get there. We put a couple of zinc on the other one, but we may want some more batteries, so let's get some more zinc. And then we'll load this up and be on our merry way, because I'm ready to check out this large shuttle and see how it works out for us. Ta-da! Closed up nice and tight. Everything in there, I assume. I didn't notice anything popping off. Okay. So let's find him. Is this it way over here? No. Glacio, Atrox, Calidor. Novus. That's the one back there in the back. Yeah. Hydrogen and methane. We need a methane for what? It was for making the shelter, I remember. Okay. Yeah, there we are. So there is a gateway. I'm not sure if this is the same one that we landed near. So we may have to wait just a minute. Aha, I think this must be the one because we landed very close to a gateway. And I'm pretty sure this is our landing zone. There's a lot of wreckage on this planet, if I'm totally honest. Okay. Now it would seem that it's over to the right. Yeah, here's our old base here. It doesn't look like the research carries on when I'm not here. Whoa. Launched out. Oh, hello. Huh. I wonder if that's because I left while it was researching. Nope, it's working. Okay, it's just very slow because not much power here. That's fine. Okay, so I would think, ideally, we would, if we were going to have trailers, we would want to spawn them up top here so that we could drive on the surface. Alright, so first things first is the tractor. Then we'll have the trailer. And the trailer. Ah, I forgot I can't just pick these up and move them. That's fine, though. We'll get them linked up here. Oh, it has no power. Haha, I knew this from the beginning. I was just testing to see if you guys would realize. Sure enough. There we go. And then, can you just connect around? Haha. Perfect. Alright, I would like to take the power with us, and I would like to take the launch pad with us. Landing pad, sorry. We'll come back to get the other stuff for sure. And we have enough for 4 packagers. So we could package some things up before we take them over there. That's going to be at least one big package. I think this is another big package. And then these are small. So it shouldn't take more than a couple of trips to get everything over there, ideally. Okay, I think instead of going up this hill, we'll come around like this. And then snake inside here. Yeah, acceptable. Oh, of course it's right over a cave mouth. Of course it is. It's alright though. We'll figure something out. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Okay, I think the landing pad would probably be best out here. Just because it's probably going to be easier to flatten this out. And I believe that the launch pad could go way over here. The landing pad. I keep calling it a launch pad. Launch pad McQuack. Alright. Let's leave that there for now. Nice. Okay, so we should be able to land right there next time we come by. So I wonder now, if I take this off of here... Okay, it just pauses the research, just as if it, needed to. I don't think that this has a plug on it. No, it doesn't. So it has to be on a platform to be powered, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, let's see what kind of madness comes out of this one then. I picked up a lithium off the hillside there, and not to use it up real quick. It's one of these big guys. That's amazing. And I'm really excited to see what kind of bite output they have. But right now this platform is getting ready to be good. Oh man. So, if we ever have any hope of getting this gateway powered up, we're gonna have to set off the researcher for a short time. Just temporarily. Okay, so this guy ought to be able to be brought upstairs. There we go. It's very low power right now. The wind isn't blowing right now, which is part of that. Alright, so drastic measures must be taken. We have to have sun for more time of the day, and this mountain is totally blocking the sunlight. So I need to use all of the power that I have to take this mountain completely down. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. We've got 2 batteries almost fully filled up. The solar is closing up though, for now. Because it's in a weird spot. I'm wondering, if we run it off the edge there, it's clearly going to have more sun for longer. Okay, this is it. We've got the solar panels out there, and they've just opened up. The wind power is going full force. 2 solar panels, 2 winds. It's not enough. 2 batteries. Oh man. It's sad times indeed. Unless the wind can pick up a bit to get enough power in there, but it looks like it's sinking. Yeah, the solar is closing. So we just need more production. Yeah, we do still have some research over here, which I will come back for. But for right now, we're going. It looks like we've only used about half a canister of hydrazine, so we have a lot of travel time with this thruster. A lot more than before. Alright, here's our landing pad next to the gateway, so that's pretty cool. We do want to go to the base though, and it's all lit up and everything from space. That's very cool. Okay, so I've got 4 more. Total power generators. 2 solar, 2 wind. This has to be enough. Wow, have we ever been this close to the place? I'm not sure we have. Our planet is crazy close right now. I'm pretty sure this is it. I hope it is. Because I don't want to wait longer to get all the way around the planet. Yes. Oh, good. I was worried that the tractor had ruined our landing. We're safe. Okay. Well, one thing is for sure. Once we get, whoa, all of this plugged in, we aren't going to need to worry about power generation for this base ever again. Okay, by the time daytime comes around, yeah, we should be fully loaded. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to charge the batteries first. Okay, I think we're about as full up as we're gonna be. The wind isn't blowing quite as hard as it could be. If the wind was up a little bit, we would have better chances here. Why am I sliding still? Oh man, please don't. Okay, so this is definitely more than what we used to power the other one. Which tells me that this one takes more power than the other one, basically. There's nothing else to it And so we're going to have perfect conditions of the wind blowing as hard as it can while it's daytime, lighting all of these up in order to power this thing. I don't have that kind of time today. I've already been recording for about twice as long as I expected to. It feels like a failure, but at least we powered the first gate at the other place after that horrible crash. So it's not a total failure, I guess. And that has to do it for this episode, though, sadly. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.